Welcome to Hope Matters Radio.
Welcome back, and thanks for tuning in today. As we talk about real estate done right, what are brokerages? Is it better to go with the big box brand? Is it better to go with the mom and pop? Hey, you know what? Those are the questions that we have to ask to educate ourselves. How do you figure it out? Well, a good resource to start with is the Hope Matters Radio Show. I'm James Hope, the mortgage guy, and I'll give you all the time you need off air to help figure out the appropriate people to call. 855-775-HOPE. That's 855-775-4673. One of those people that I think would be a tremendous resource for you is in studio with us today, Dave Joslin of Gold Star Realty. He's the broker owner. It's a family business. Commitment, morals, ethics, they are the top three things in his life. Now, I don't want to say that his wife and kids aren't, but certainly from a humanitarian standpoint of what he sees his responsibility to be, they would rank right up there. So, Gene, as we discussed off air, you know, there's a lot of fundamental elements that go into this, and what's one of the things that we should ask of Dave?
It's very easy to create a transaction based off of a piece of paper and monetary value. But
numerical junk.
Junk's a good way to put it, because I think today's consumer, especially in the real estate world, when they're selling probably the biggest asset that they own or buying the biggest asset that they own, it's more about whether or not they trust you. I'm going to spend my money more easily with you based off of an emotional attachment than I will about it, like you said, a CMA that they presented to me without even having seen a house first.
A CMA, current market analysis. How can they come out and tell you what your house is worth? They've never even seen the thing. Dave, answer the question. Can they do it?
No, it drives me crazy when that happens. If you go out with a canned presentation without knowing the situation, without knowing the house, there's no way that you could just put a price on the house. You can give a fair market value and a range, but you really want to sit down and build that relationship with the client. You have to understand who they are, what their goals are, in order to better prepare your marketing plan, better to prepare the pricing, to see the house. I mean, you have to understand what's going on. You can't just look at a computer and figure out their story.
Well, and you bring up a good point. The light bulb just went off for me. It's pretty funny. They trust, again, I said previous, you know, buy on rumor, sell on fact. Well, I'm going to spin it around here. So the rumor is that the computer gave this agent that showed up the doorstep some random numbers. Now the appraiser shows up, actually sees the house, measures the house, judges the characteristics, the physical attributes, the amenities, goes back and puts together a full comprehensive market analysis, and comes back and says, you listed for $425,000. This thing's only worth, you know, say $389. Now we're going to fight and want to call the appraiser a jerk and an idiot and, you know, incompetent. But we missed it. We listed our house on rumor and got snowballed by the fact.
Hope Matters Radio is brought to you by the Real Estate Radio Network. Visit HopeMattersRadio.com for more information. That's HopeMattersRadio.com.